Oh, thought he was AFK. Guess not. Sad. Very sad. Ooh, didn't think that near post guy would react to that in time. Can't bump his butt. Sad. Hey, Best Blaney. Hey, Kyle New. God, this new username change is so ass. Nice. Love the classic rock. Yeah, this is my dad rock channel. I think I played it the other week, but it's essentially all the music my dad used to listen to with me in the car or when he was doing work around the house. Feeling nostalgic. I just went on that family trip last week. Got to see my dad, got to see my grandparent. My one remaining grandparent in my entire family. And then all my extended family. So I was like, yeah, you know what? We're gonna play some music my dad would listen to. Just chatting with him earlier today. We just got back driving. Everyone else flew into Philadelphia. He drove because it's only like an 8-hour drive from where he lives in New York. Oh, I didn't expect that to be a lob. My bad, Andrew. Yeah, that was an aggressive catch. Should have not done that, but that's okay. Grab some pads. Copium will not be able to get a good touch on that, and there we go. Andrew, you get bumped? You did not. Good job. There's no way you got there. Oh my God, what? I have 2 grandparents remaining. Yeah, I had to. I had my grandmothers. My one grandmother died like about I was gonna say a month. I don't think that's accurate. Sure, let's say a month. And then my other grandmother, she ran a health food store her whole life. And she wakes up every morning and does like weightlifting, and she goes on as much walks as she can. She's 90, like sharp she is. 9 decades on this planet, insane. Yeah, she was standing on her own volition, no cane, no nothing. Doesn't have any oxygen, has no health problems, legit. She benches 200. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if she's ever benched something, but she does a lot of like smaller weights, like free weights. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that someone was about to chew my butt. YouTube can lag, but not gonna be that severe. Oh, is YouTube really being a butt munch right now? But hello, TB. Ooh, I got the reset, but what it cost. Well, I like the part where I missed that boost. Hopefully Napalm doesn't flick him. Excellent. Ooh, I was wondering how much you would pay attention to me. That was a little greedy, I'm not gonna lie, that might not pay off. That's a goal. Oh, just kidding. I got a horrible flick. Oh, I hit it into the only guy there, my bad. Not gonna lie, these guys are the least aggressive twos players I played. I kind of hit off the corner because I assumed the other guy would be a little closer. So I'm like, oh, I hit it off the corner, it'll be a little bit further out, then he'll probably be able to reach. Should have insta-flicked that one. Haven't heard of a grandparent in a while. I haven't heard of one, as in like the concept of a grandparent. The mere concept of your parents' parents. Or did you mean haven't heard from one? All right, sick boost, grab napalm. Too bad you're gonna waste it. Nice. That's fine. I was like, I'm gonna jump and get the shot or whatever, but. Ooh, that was actually horrible. Sick. Ooh, no insta challenge by July. Good patience on that. I would insta challenge that. You dead? Oh, but I delayed you. I wanted to bring it home. Ooh. You might get bumped. I was about to say, I'm like, I don't know why they're not 50ing that. Hello, Husky Russ. Nope. Oh, he was actually able to react to that. That's crazy. He must have seen his teammate missing that like way before I did. Better angle, I guess. All right. That was strange for my grandparents. Yeah, I never knew my granddad. My granddads. One died before I was born. Actually, I think both of them died before I was even born. Like many years before I was born, so I never had a chance to know them. One of them was like an abusive alcoholic though, so, you know, not the worst thing in the world. Hey, my gay dad. Is that me? The energy of a 30-year-old, like those internet ones? Oh, those, your favorite grandmothers? TB keeps a tier list of grandmothers. You check if the video feed pops up. Oh, that's a glitch. That's weird. We should submit that to the YouTube dev team. All right, we're slowing that down with a high lob just because it's a weird in-between. Yeah. All right, probably didn't need to flip into that, but it's fine. Good fake chow. It's okay, Copium. He's not scoring that. Nice. All right. Oh no! That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think he would just throw it on a shot. I thought he'd try to flick that. Probably could have caught that. You had to get a good fake chow on that. You look like my boyfriend? Well, that's good. That's how you get viewers. You remind them of people they care about. Oh. This is really weird. Also, my hands are sweaty as hell. Gotta wipe my hands after this game. I knew he was chasing me. I was kind of like scared a little bit for a second. Oh, you were dead. Your mom and dad are gay. I'm not really sure what he's getting at. I like how he has, this is like the Crow joke. Have you guys seen that meme where it's like the Crow doing stand-up comedy? And he just keeps telling the same joke and someone goes, get a new material. And then he panics and looks down at his note cards and they're all just the same joke. That's that. What if I called him gay? What if I inferred that he looks like someone I know who's gay? What if I did, it's just like, buddy, I get it. It's not an insult. Like, it's not gonna make me, oh no, he thinks I look gay, oh. People need to vet these people you're trying to insult, you know? If a streamer's like in his 20s, he's not gonna freaking cry about being called gay, dude. Like, what are we doing here? Sure. I don't actually physically understand how he wins that, but it's okay. I was over top that 50. I might have been a little too over top. You wager 391? I don't know if that's a time that exists. Okay. Hey, Ronniettes. Uh-oh. Yike. Copium Pink is a weird dude, is that he's spamming messages also in the chat. Like, take the shot, oh my god, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, buddy, I beat you last game. You don't need to give me advice. Like, we're fine. Hey, Starboy. It was a typo, was it though, TB? I think you just think that. Everyone point and laugh. Also, guys, I fixed an LED in the background. It's kind of aggressively filtering through stuff, but now my background's actually colorful again. Yay! Yay! Amazon purchases, yay! I don't really know what it adds to my stream, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. Ooh, that's nice. I'll give him a nice shot on that. He says no? Okay. Fahad, I subbed. Correct decision! 5 plus 2. Damn, it's crazy. No, I literally had it. I demoed the first guy and then I didn't have boost. If I just drove a little higher in pre-flip, that's a save. Ooh, I like the part where you had the right angle, you didn't jump. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I've been watching for a while now, just haven't been tuning into streams. I haven't had time to. Understandable. 3 goals in 13 seconds. Classic ranked. Ooh, personally, I would try to win those 50s, but that's okay. Sorry, Ronnie, you put in too many emotes. Gonna get slapped for that. Gotta be a member to do that. I was about to say, that was almost an entire, I'm like, this is gonna be our first Tews game ever to be entirely decided off Tews game goals. Like, there's not gonna be any actual play, it's all gonna be kickoffs. Man, that's kind of crazy. What the? Holy crap, I am not warmed up. Wow, that's a really good touch. Ah. Hopefully win this game. Yeah, I don't know if we are. Copium Pig is a pretty good player, but he's also really full of himself and kind of plays selfish, so I'm not a huge fan of it. The mechanics are good though, you just have to facilitate that. Sick. I like the giveaway. All right. You got that, Copium? Might be a meanie butt today. I knew you had it in you, TB. I sense much meanie butt darkness in you. Sure. My god, dude. Hello, Reeve. Oh. I assumed that was a pass, but then he kept following it, so I was not really sure why he hit it that backward. I'm like, if he screwed up, that's one thing, but why are you following it? Okay, forces a double commit. Oof, good air ball. There we go, buddy. There's your 101 I know you're looking for. Good hook shot. Wow, good save. Dish? Perfect. All right, cool. Not gonna lie, not a huge fan of Bruce Springsteen, overrated. I think he has very selective highs. I think Bruce Springsteen probably has more misses out of like classic rock guys, you know? Like for me, I think there's like a lot of like really classic quintessential songs that you listen to. Like the Bruce Springsteen biopic that's gonna be coming out soon. That's gonna be a fun one for sure. I can take that guy and that guy and that guy and that one and her. Not take him out to dinner. Damn, that'd be kind of an insane power play. I hate how I beat that guy to it, but. Just approached that reset wrong. Oh, I drove into the goal, that's funny. Okay. Yeah, that would happen. I saw him turn around, so I was like, oh, it's fine. That's insane! That I literally hit it to the side of him, and he not only got a dunk, but it went off the post as well. Hold on, I need to see this. Oh, okay, I must have hit it slightly more forward than I thought. I was trying to go to the corner with that. I'm surprised that went into him, but the angle did, okay. That's on me, getting a bad touch. Any advice for starting, hold on. Oh. Yeah, that's a bad one. That was me just taking way too much time. That's me not playing twos enough, and just not warming up rather. And then my brain is just like loading. Yeah, that was bad. We should not be queuing twos right now. Let's warm up a little bit more. Hey Zach, hey Aggie. Any advice for starting a Rocket League YouTube channel on GC2 Peak and have some experience editing videos from when I was younger? I mean, just create Dynamite. I would say watch other shorts, see which ones are popular. Keep in mind, you also have to kind of mentally control. I shouldn't use that term. You kind of have to like mentally take into account, like sometimes a video does really well, but it's not necessarily because of what it does, the content. I would say like look for videos that pop off on channels that have like anywhere between like 5 and 30K subs. Because those videos are the ones where you can take notes on like, oh, that's a format or that's like a genre of video that I can succeed with, and then make content based off that, you know? Last thing you want to do is try, okay. I was like, the last thing you want to do is try to create videos and just randomly throw stuff together and not pay attention to your analytics. If people aren't watching your videos, you got to adapt. I think a lot of people a lot of things I hear when people are like, what's your advice for content? I'm like, well, first off, you just got to create. Like, you got to like stop overthinking stuff, stop trying to make, you know, play this super ridiculous over the top analysis of like, well, if I do this and I do this and I do this, and it's just like, just make something and then iterate, you know? I think a problem people have is they just kind of throw stuff at the wall. They completely ignore their analytics. And then from there, they don't have success because they're not paying attention to why their videos are or are not working. Like if you're not getting views and people are like, why don't people like it? Well, I don't know, look at your retention chart. If people are tuning out 3 seconds in, it's probably because there's not an interesting enough hook. Just need your teammates to lock in. I mean, I'm objectively playing poorly right now, so I'm not even gonna blame any teammates for a couple games. Another stream to finish your night shift off on. Hello, Crackalacken. Oh boy. Wow, you got way more around that. I didn't think he had the angle for the amount of power he got. Ginger's gonna get beat here because you have no boost and you're backwards. Out court. Hey, so Twin, where you been? Are you talking to one of the other 3 North Carolina dedicated YouTube channels in my chat? That's close to your twin. Howdy doody, y'all. Howdy, String Daddy. All right, guys, after this game, I think I'm just gonna do some custom training for a bit. I'm feeling very off. I feel like I warmed up for like 3 minutes and then it was like, ah, it'll be fine. And it is not. I'm playing really yike. Oof. Ginger, I think you are probably getting carried in this party, but I don't want to see anything else. Bro, literally went all the way up the wall with no boost and then hit the brake right before. I know you did. I saw that. I saw that little smoke pop out of your wheels right at the end. Sad. Hey, Red Mage, favorite warm-up? Probably Double Tap Playground by Whey Protein or All Kinds of Shots by Jaguar. Nah, again, that's a save I should be able to make. That's okay. All right, I'm gonna guess Ginger is a 1300. That's still a save I should be making though. I'm losing to full party, so don't really know. I'm gonna assume he's like at 1370. Okay, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna warm up just a little bit more. I mean, I wasn't playing well. I'm not gonna fully blame teammates. The way Ginger was moving around that field, I was not a fan. Oh. Oof. Yeah, I don't know why we're feeling a little weird. I'm actually well rested today. I had a crazy good lunch, chat. I got invited to a partner lunch with like one of the companies that my company works with, and it was at the Capitol Grill in downtown Dallas. Yo, dude, free filet mignon, the fluffiest mashed potatoes I've ever had in my life, and this like spinach and cream like dip sauce. I don't even know what it's called because I'm so unsophisticated, but it was delicious. But like everything I bit into, I was just like, oh. And then they served us this like chocolate mousse cake afterwards. And me and the woman sitting next to me were kind of just looking at each other like, yo, this is insane. Tech company? Yep. Candy Perkins about to be like, I was there. That'd be actually a crazy coincidence if you were also there, considering there was only like 30 people in that room. Gonna start activities to let the FAO of our presence in low-income housing with the government and the bricks of our foundation. Oh, there. Quick question, do you have to pay for Spotify's or to not get a copyright strike? So Spotify will always get copyright struck because it's not about how you're playing it, it's about what's being played. So I'm playing Spotify on my stream, but on my VOD, which is what actually is used to get scanned and check for copyright, it does not have any music. If you guys ever watch my clips back or look at my VODs, they're completely silent because I have my music's set up in a way that you can't hear the music on VODs because it's muted. Oh. Jeez, I am a actual bot today, Chad. I don't know. Best warm-up is in the game? Yeah, well, I miss all my freaking aerials. Like, I'm not even hit I'm barely line up the easy stuff, you know? Gonna do a similar event in Houston? Oh, well, there you go. I'll try holding on loosely, but don't let it go. Because if I cling too tightly, I might lose control. Firmly grasp it. No flip on that? Interesting. All right, fine. We'll queue it up and just keep getting losses, chat. Yeah, my warm-up was not sufficient today. Right as I was about to click stream, my work was starting to email me with some stuff I had to answer. So I started answering that, and then I started doing other stuff, and then I started doing other stuff, and then I looked at the clock, and it was like 8:30, and I'm like, damn it, dude, I wanted to stream earlier, so. Once again, I recommend buying and consuming things. Not a tried and true strategy. No warm-up means octane? Yeah, I should. It was an off-game. Yeah, it's not an off-game. There's certain days where I can feel my brain and my hands are disconnected. Like it doesn't feel, I don't feel solid playing this game right now. So I gotta, hopefully my warm-up kicks in a little bit. What a good wife you would be. Username was taken. Hello. Remember when Twitch went scorched earth over copyright music? Well, they were desperate for money at that point. That was so stupid though. Everyone was playing the freaking non-copyrighted sounds. Most generic electronic music of all time. God, terrible. It got to a point where people were doing that, but then also separately having an instance of Spotify open so they could listen to music and that stream couldn't even hear. They were like, I just can't listen to that music anymore. And I'm like, you know what? Felt. I have less than $100 in my car, GG's. That's how I feel about trying to travel to visit family. How long has stream been on? 30 minutes. What's your favorite airplane? But do you think my special interest is airplanes? Get real. I have no idea any airplanes. Ugh. Have much people DDoSing? Not at this rank. Pass? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he saw the plan. He saw the plan there, chat. Another pass? Oh my God, we're sniping them. Oh my goodness. Have you ever wondered how far you can stretch your ball sack before it rips open and they fall out? I used to, until I did it. That's a mistake you only make once, kids. Told you it's the Tane. Could be. Oh, jumped a little out of that read. I was working on an RC plane. I can't decide which one to build. Yeah, I don't know enough about planes to know that. Do you guys from the 90s or 2000 kids, do you guys remember the brand Air Hogs? I can never get it to work. My dad bought me one a while back. Pass the time. Good. Excellent, even. Yeah, the planes, yes, the tire thing. Yeah, they were like, oh, you just gotta like start the engine and then throw it in the air and it'll start going. And I just can never do it. It always just crashed to the ground. I kept breaking it. Even my mom was like with me trying to read the instructions and she's like, yeah, I don't know what we're doing wrong. And so we went home defeated from the field. And I was big sad. Oh, he just cut that immediately, all right. Didn't work for me in the night. That's what I'm saying! That's why they went out of business, I bet, because no one could get them to freaking work like the commercials. Probably spent 7 hours filming the commercials because they were just like, sir, we can't get any of them to work. And it's like, one of them has to work, keep going. Hey, Cam. Great song to join in late too. Yeah, we got the dad rock station coming in, God, Zig. Do you like the Concord? Like Concord grapes? All right, I'm playing like a weirdo right now, Chad. I don't even know what I'm doing on some of these touches. Let's lock in a little bit. Bang. Do hogs fly though? They could be. They could be flying. That was the ripcord thing? The ripcord. I don't remember that one as well. You got it, Quasser. Aw. Honestly, it would be kind of terrifying. Have you ever seen a feral hog? Like how large that like feral hogs can grow in the wild? I'm talking about pigs and not the euphemism for schlong. Yeah, you guys ever seen a feral schlong? Man, those things can grow. That's why I support hunting them. Oh, you're talking about the... Okay, I was worried there. Yes, they're terrifying. I saw a picture of one literally that someone put in the back of a Tacoma. And it couldn't fit in the trunk bed. It was terrifying. That thing was like 8 feet from snout to tail. Can you imagine just walking down? Because whenever I think of like the feral hog population, I always thought of them as being like, you know, like 2-3 feet, like a dog size. But then I saw that picture and I'm like, I cannot imagine encountering that at night. Just hearing like the squeal, and then you look around, you're like, oh my lord. It's like the size of an alligator. But pork. Aw. You failed to understand the scale of the subject. Yep. You mean tusked boars. I mean, they're all feral pig-like things. Supersonic commercial jet that retired in the early 2000s? Like I said, there's literally no way I would know that. So can they get tusks? Oh yeah. Swine. Watch what you say to me, B-Mac. Oof, that ball did not bounce forward. Just got a battle between a hog and a gator and call it Arkansas versus Florida. Now you're thinking with portals. There a problem out where my mom lives? I bet. I don't see a lot of videos of them though. I feel like I see a lot of videos of, like bears like breaking into stuff and whatever, but I don't see a lot of like pig videos. Or hog videos. I'm gonna just play Brawl Stars for a bit. Might get back on if you're still streaming. See you, Taco. See you, Red Mage. Enjoy some Brawl Stars. Shout out. Ready, set, go. Animal Fight SEC Championship. That's what those degenerates need. Although I have to imagine the hog beats the gator, right? I've seen that was literally an encounter filmed by Planet Earth. Or Blue Planet or whatever it's called. Actually, man, that might have been an alligator. Or a crocodile, rather. I vote Pumbaa every day. Do you like the big double-decker plane? No. I've never been on one, personally. Planes are already rife with classism. I don't need an upper deck and a lower deck. Buddy. Cusser, I know you can get that, buddy. LC Tigers could win in SC Animal Fight. I think we forget tigers are like the biggest cats on the planet. The lion has a mane, and I think that makes it more flashy, but tigers are freaking massive. Boars break into farms? I bet they do. Server farms. That's why so many IT engineers lose their lives every year. You're just fixing a network switch, and then all of a sudden, just breaks in down the aisle, just gores you with its tusks. Hey, can we order some more Cast 6 for the— oh god! Just immediately attacked in the back of the server room. What would be the most inconvenient place to be attacked by a swine? I'd have to think a server room, because there's only so much space to move around, you know? You're basically just a long hallway. Cat 6 just turned into Bobcat 6. Shout out to the Santa Cruz banana slugs. Most fearsome. Actually, no. Banana slugs are one. That isn't our intimidating. But I believe it's. Oh, what school is it? I keep forgetting. There's a school I used to cast that's was literally just called Professors. And I'm like, damn, your mascot is just a regular human. Pen is mightier than the sword, looking ass. Oh, bonk. Yeah, all right. Ever seen The Speed and the Hogs, a video of one being chased by a pack of lionesses and managed to escape to a hole and fight them off? Yeah, that was Planet Earth. There was, or them like running from like wolves or like coyotes or whatever. They can haul, I'm not gonna lie. The smaller ones are fast as hell. Bang! No! No! Oh, God. Oh, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, we're good. Hate that. Thank you. Thanks for that to be hit behind me. Rowan University, thank you, yes. They had a pretty good team too, but it was just a lame thing to be like, oh, it's the blah, blah, blah versus the professors. And it's like, what? Oh, man, I flipped the wrong way. Oh, okay. Well, interesting way to sell. Do you like a plane with an upper deck and 4 engines? I just told you that. Notice the Big 10 of the champions of letter logos. I think letter logos are pretty bad. There's a certain school, it's a green E. I think it's Eastern Michigan or something. It is the worst logo in esport, in all of collegiate sports, in my opinion. There's probably some pretty bad ones out there, but like for a D1 university, it's really pathetic because it's just like a green E, but it's not even like a fun font, you know? Like it's like Georgia is a G, but it's like kind of squished, you know? It's like stylized. This is just like E. It's like they literally just were like Times New Roman E. That's it, I'm done. Graphic designer really got paid for that. Nice. It's Eastern Michigan. It's terrible, dude. I don't even know if it's like barely even a serif font. Gonna lobe and try to get my diamond right back. Cause can you say can you say a silent prayer for me? No, all my prayers are really loud. Typically, as they have to involve me sacrificing a goat. It's only someone else I see. Just allow a fragment. Yeah, I remember flywheels. Forgot all about those. My dog's favorite toy. Do you guys remember Beyblades? Beyblades low-key still have a subculture. I've been swiping through Twitter or swiping through YouTube, and I still see Beyblade videos, and I'm like, hell yeah. Beyblade the show is raw. So, missed that boost, but got a perfect clear, no ceiling. Ah, I got a little cocky on that. Could have been a student project, that way they didn't have to pay anyone. That's even worse. Should we go to the art department? Nah. Who has access to Microsoft Word? It's just like branding is so important for a school. I can't imagine putting in that little effort, you know? That's crazy. I tapped it into the only guy getting faked. Bot decision by me, TBH. Okay, that's fine. The plastic arenas were terrible, though. Yeah, they were pretty terrible. I don't know how Beyblade didn't get like sued by someone like breaking a finger or something. Those things were like high-key dangerous. Indiana's IU interlocked together. I don't mind that. No, but the thing about Eastern Michigan that bothers me so much is that it's literally just the most basic E. Like any other thing, if you have like a stylized font or even like multiple layers to it, like it's like whatever. I don't care. But like, I don't know. It's just lame. Granted, I think all letter logos, in my opinion, are pretty stupid. I'd rather have the actual mascot. Like Georgia is what, the Bulldogs? You're telling me you couldn't think of anything with that? Come on. Or it could be the Browns and be like, hey, what should our logo be? It's like, what if we didn't have one? Genius. Design 101, I guess. The old metal ones were dangerous. I didn't even realize Blue Freak said that. How you doing, buddy? The El Drago cut my thumb open. Oh my God, Gur Reaps. It's been a while since I've seen you as well. Fits the depressing state of the football team? I mean, I would assume so. Good, brother, man. How about you? Pretty good. Got a new job. Work in tech sales. We're about a week and a half away from actually making bank. As we get promoted to full-time, like my actual pay rather than this probationary pay. Got some cool opportunities coming down the pike. Honestly, Georgia's secondary logo is better than the primary. Yep. Hi, Freedy. Hopefully your job is treating you well, unless you got a new one. It's a different plane. One is an upper deck and has a half full upper deck. I already told you, I don't like the hierarchy of planes. So I don't like it when there's any upper or lower deck. It's like top and low bunk. No one is like, I want the lower bunk. Get the frick out of here, dude. I want to live in the plain basement. Bunch of nerds over there. Hello, all night gamer. You read over the chat other than mine, and you got the longest one. Also, you didn't chat for a while. Also, I just read it out. I just literally read it out. What the heck? I literally just read and was responding and making fun of the assertion, and then you're like, you're not reading my chat, buddy. I just read it. That might be cool. Never mind. My angles are genius. Oh, well. Bosch? Oh, his name's Booch. I was like, Bosch? Like the manufacturer? Ooh, I like the part where he has zero boost and decided instead of challenging that and throwing his body at it, he's just going to stare at this. Watch this again, chat. I'm like, you're not going to jump? If you jumped, that would have been fine. 20K a ticket? That's what I told you. That's why I don't like it. Matt L, not the same. Nice, miss. Oh, I didn't think he got there first. A new job next week. Fiber laser cutting machines? Lit. Well, hope you enjoy that job. Crack-a-lackin'. Oh boy. Didn't expect that to be behind. Hello, Meru Zede. Sorry, unfortunately your at is unreadable to me. With some real stuff there. It is some real stuff. Oh, hello. Wait, what? Did he get bumped into the demo or something? What happened there? Oh, that was a really good air dribble that he didn't mean to do, but okay. On fort. Make it so we can see our usernames. Username, buddy, I didn't set this setting. YouTube just decided one day, we're just gonna do ats now, and there's no toggle. I've Googled it, and no one has found a solution. It's just stuff going down. People are apparently as wise as they're at. It's literally just because I think it's trying to reduce like impersonations. Because you can only have a unique, you can set your display name kinda, which I guess is your channel name, to anything. So I think they're just, apparently they did it just because this way it's like if someone's trying to impersonate someone else, then you know like at least their exact at. That's crazy that that corner boost didn't spawn this whole time. And now it spawned, that's crazy. Oh, Booch, I saw you upfield. I was like, maybe you can deflect it. And he rotated out, so the answer was no, 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 no. Jesus. Some people have ats and some people don't. No, all of them have ats. If you look closely, it is all ats. It is not some, it is only that. An attempt was made. I don't know if you can argue that. Yeah, honestly, half these are forfeits sometimes just because you're playing a full party that's actually organized and your teammates can't aerial. I'm convinced at this rank that you're not actually playing against players that can move around normally. Which is why it's kind of tough playing in this state, because I'm not playing at a 10 out of 10, so basically I have to carry these games. We have to, you know, advance the offense and be dangerous. And when teammates are struggling to drive in a straight line, it's like, yeah, that's not gonna work, you know? Like, even if I'm carrying, this is gonna be a tough one. All right, well, they at least aerialed on time on that one. Go for the ball, Booch, Jesus H. Why they keep turning around as shots come in is really confusing me. Like, you cannot name like a worse tactic to be out of position. Like, commit to your angle, turn toward ball, done. It's not bad, good turn. Ooh. I was like, yeah, I'll take a risk on that. Kind of the second people are getting shaken down the MMR ladder. I mean, it's my own fault, you know. I just scrolled down and the YouTuber has it as usernames. Yeah, because it's only for some channels. That's again, something I Googled. Believe me, if there was a way to toggle it, I would have done it username. Man, that's crazy. Was that a pinch or the skim? I don't think he meant to pass that, dead ass. Nope, I just straight up didn't get my angle. Sad. At least based on how that guy was approaching, I guarantee he did not mean to touch it like that on the pass. That's really well worked, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think he passed up. He was moving so slow, I thought he was out of boost. was gonna flip the pass that middle, but then the guy in the middle, who's the only recipient, turned away. I was like, I just don't get people's thought process here. I can understand you don't want to bite for every single potential pass, but I'm like, that one is right at you, you know? You're like, there's literally nowhere else you could be outside of where you were headed. And he's like, what if I left? Booch is right behind me, so I'm done. I can already tell this man is not processing at a GC1 even level. Like, that's literally something you do in Diamond, is you follow your teammate down the sideline and you just sit behind him. Close one, turn. I was trying to pre-jump his, where he was gonna air dribble that. Kind of wiggled there, so shook me off a bit. That's just a goal. Nope. Playing with me rocket? Is that a euphemism for playing with your dick? Don't answer that. Talk 1v1 me, please. No thanks, Creed. Not gonna lie, pretty good recovery moment, teammate there. Okay. All right, hoove, flick. Okay. Oh no, I actually wrapped all the way around it. I air rolled too much. That's really sad. Good save. I'm 6. Damn, that's crazy. Anyway. Ooh. Nice. That was not actually that bad. Good of a setup. I'm glad he got that. What's my network? I'm sorry. All my teammates in Diamond do exactly that. Drives me crazy trying to pass and they're on my backside. Well, that's why I say it's a Diamond tactic. It's because people are so used to people whiffing or the ball, you know, just being not controlled well that they'll take it off their teammate. But like in the higher level, it's like you have to cover where your teammates aren't. So if your teammate's on the wall already, like there's no reason to lob it or be like directly behind a teammate when they're already like on that read, you know? That's why it irritates me so much when I like hit it middle and then a teammate's like behind me and on the sidewall. I'm like, what are we? I'm hitting it middle. I'm already on the sidewall. Why are you behind me? I'm just tilting. Also saw that coming. That's why I was so far back. I was like, this guy's gonna pinch that and it's only gonna go forward. I hate that you arrow for that. Oh my god, he was really late. Luckily that guy faked that. Rich beat me to it. Rich is a fast one. And even Silenter Garden. What's your net worth in the negatives? Because I have debt. That's greater than my combined assets. Are you using IEM? No. I'm using 2. I am. There's no way. Sad. Yeah, they're my preferred way of listening to stuff on stream, at least. I thought we bumped him. I was just trying to put it back post. Oh, man, I was trying to get the lightest touch. I was going to say Boosh, don't chow that, but then he did, so it doesn't matter. Jesus Christ loves you all. Well, tell him he owes me money, so. That love is one thing, but I can't pay my rent on love. Unless you're in a pornography scenario. If you know what I mean. Actually. Woo. Also, I think it'd be canonically way funnier if Jesus actually did love us all, but he had one guy he just like hated. Like all the gospels just talking about how he's like super chill and forgiving and absolving everyone's sin, or like, you know, it's like rescuing us all from a sin. And then like there's one guy like Jeremiah that he's just like, except a little bitch. Hate that guy. It's just like, damn, Jesus is like pretty chill, but like, damn, he freaking despises Jeremiah. And Jesus spoke to the crowd, sourcing opinions, and Jeremiah spoketh thus, which Jesus interrupted with, "Shut up, Jeremiah. Nobody asked your goofy ass." It's like, geez. And then give absolutely no background to his beef with Jeremiah, just only phrase Jeremiah being just bullied, basically. I'm a fan. Performing slight miracles, yes. Jesus, thank you for these miracles. Yeah, the one miracle I can't pull off is getting Jeremiah a date. Am I right? Everyone's like, yeah, Jesus, get him. Get his ass. That was like, I can't speed it up too much, but I kind of want to see if I can just beat this guy. He's getting bumped. He's not. All right, that's fine. Also, it was, yeah, it's like the epic rap battle video. Oh, so teammate on backboard, I was kind of hoping you would do that. I guarantee you're staring at the corner with no boost. Let's see, you were not in the play. Where are you? Oh, he was just, yeah, he was just out of nowhere. Oh, I'm not a rapper. Exactly. One guy's actually really nice. Yes, exactly. He had to be there, but I'll never forgive him. I think all deities would be way funnier if they weren't actually like the pinnacle ideal human and just had like a hilarious character flaw or like beef with a random person. But also like that video of him like staring at the camera like and getting pushed around, the guy going across the camera like, oh, is like one of my favorite GIFs still to this day. It's an all-timer for sure. Now I'm gonna be done the epic rap battles, but do it too long. Oh, well, that's not even like a epic rap battles history. It's the super hot fire video of the rap battle. But no! That was actually kind of insane that he predicted that off bar and saved that. I was gonna say and got a goal, but nah. Hey Dre, what if you found me on a pass? Or what if you're selfish? Hell, just what if you flip reset? Nice. Can we 1v1 a game? Nope. We do 1v1 days occasionally, but I am not just randomly 1v1ing randos. Too much random. You're gonna fake that? I think that guy would turn for that so quick. Oh, not a bad play. All right, no problem. He threw it away. Al just catches that or throws it to the side, but it's still pass. Dre, you gotta touch that. He went for boost and there was none, sad. All right, I'm gonna put that high down the line just because I know there's no one there. And what do you know? 50 and down low, pop high, grab boost and get out. Nice. Play some ranked ones. We'll probably do it if 3 starts getting yike. I'm like not ranked in ones yet, so I definitely need to play those more. What are IEMs? In-ear monitors. It's, I mean, there's like probably earbuds you've had that are basically the exact same thing, but it's like a driver in the ear. It's basically like earbuds or whatever, but like way more powerful. Oh, my bad. Side tone, that too. How'd I stop losing in Champ 1 lobbies? Play like a C2. Duntaki, do you remember me? Hello, Ashton. I do remember you, Ashton. Usually I would say no because your username got changed because YouTube has decided my channel does not get channel names in chat. You get the original YouTube username, which means a bunch of gibberish has been coming in. HyperX 7.1 surround sound on steroids? Not really. These are really cheap ones I'm using. Sad. I didn't think that guy would whiff. How's it going? Hey, Dino boy. Dre really bailed immediately. Wait, Harvard Esports. Most thing I've seen label if they're not production level stuff. Yeah, I mean, these are like $25 IEMs, so they're not super great. Honestly, they sound like just like any other earbuds. But I have worn some people's IEMs. I think that's gonna be one of my absurd purchases. Like, when I start making like my real salary and I have like a bunch of money to burn, I'll probably end up getting like actually really, really good, nice IEMs. Then I'll probably upgrade the center monitor I have because I have a, and then maybe sell it to a friend or something. I have a 240 hertz 24 inch. I want to go to a 144p, 1440p, 240 monitor. I don't know if I ever want to do like the 360 hertz thing, you know? Oh, that's crazy how our corner did not rotate in. So your bot just threatened me. Well, then don't offend my bot. Also, you came in and spammed 3 different emotes. Unless you're a member, you can't do that. Dre? Dre? Dre! Oh, that's kind of cute. 360 is so worth it, smoother screen. Yeah, but I'm at the same time kind of like I kind of want to upgrade to like a higher res just because I feel like that'd be kind of fun to work on. If nothing else, more screen space to work with. But I do agree that 360 probably looks insane. We're even higher now. I think we're up to the realm of having 480 hertz. If I really want to be irresponsible, I could buy both and just switch it out based on how I'm feeling on the day, you know? You have a 360? Also, I feel like 360 would really only be used for Rocket League because I don't really know what other game would ever be able to achieve that frame rate outside of like a very low, what am I trying to say here? Low demand game. Wow, there has to be a more technical way of saying that. Let's say less demanding game, sure. Sorry. Nice, he missed. That's resource intensive, thank you. Hey, Algix. Ah, I thought you landed way earlier, my bad. Oof, terrible first touch. I got really inside on that. What a pass. That was a really good pass, though, I'm not gonna lie. 60 hertz monitor 2 in this temp setup are all as hell right now. I can't even imagine go back to 60. Like, game looks so good. Rocket League is a beautiful game in like high frame rate. The moment I feel like you play on a 240 hertz monitor, I don't think you can ever go back to lower. Like, I don't know if, even if it was like a perfect monitor in every other way, I don't know if I'd ever be able to go back to like even 144. Nice, Algix. Algix, ugh. Feel so bad, I can't believe I played in 60 hertz. Honestly, I remember going, playing on 144 for like a year straight, and then I went to Vegas for the season 6 RLCS World Championship, and there was a tournament that was going on there. At the time, I was like pretty decent rank, so I'm like, yeah, let's play some buddies. And Vegas had a gaming lounge, like a whole esports thing, and yet all their monitors in Vegas were 60 FPS. And I'm like, what kind of bum ass esports event is this where you bought monitors in bulk and you're like, let's just get 60 FPS monitors? And I'm like, okay. That was terrible, dude. It was like I was playing in slow-mo. I couldn't stand how off the game felt. Granted, every PC feels a little different, low-key. Because there's been time I'm playing in DreamHack and 144 and it still felt really off, despite being the same specs and resolution and video settings and all that stuff, you know? I only have one monitor. I can't even go below 2 anymore. Hey, Venom. Poker Stars Esports? I don't even know what that place is called, to be honest. Or what casino is located in. There's a HyperX arena, though, in the pyramid that is an esports arena that's actually well outfitted, but this is like a knockoff one or something. Gonna 50 that. I should have positioned a little bit better. Just saying, hey, gotta go. Okay, well, peace out, Venom. Thanks for popping in, appreciate you. If you're a comp grinder, just folding on an IPS 240 hertz is awesome. Oh, 100%, like that's what I have. Imagine if I dunked all 3 of those. I was kind of so content for them to hit that light and then it immediately deflects to my teammate who then lobs it up. I need to start my internet first? Yeah, it's true. It's kind of like the eternal, like, would you rather for gamers. Would you rather have good internet or great PC? Assuming that if you have the great PC, you have terrible internet. I'm talking like 5 up, 5 down. Because I remember having my gaming PC, but living in my college dorm in which my landlord refused to upgrade our internet past 15 down and up. Meanwhile, there's 4 people with their girlfriends living in there. That thing was hell. Literally every single game had insane amounts of lag because there's not nearly enough bandwidth. That's a great touch. Ooh. Donk? No! What if you got dunked? Nice. Was falling asleep playing Minecraft? Classic Matt. I have 240 as well. I can't really see if 480 is painful to go back from. I mean, probably. Honestly, I kind of want to just see a 480. I don't want to buy it because I feel like I'm going to buy it and I'm going to be like, yeah, this is cool. But, you know, like, I'm not in the mood for that. I kind of just want to get a 1440p 240 so I can keep the frame rate but just have a little crisper. Problem is with that, I also need to upgrade my GPU because my 3060 is fine, but as a streamer, I kind of need a bit more oomph. I've noticed a couple of games that are a bit more graphically intensive. I cannot stream, like, at all. Like, even when I'm streaming, well, it's, okay, so the video encoder struggles. So, like, when I tried to stream Horizon Zero Dawn, I wanted to do the impossible mode or whatever on the game and stream that. And even though it was running, like, flawlessly on my actual PC screen, it was, everyone on the stream was like, I literally can barely even see this. And the audio is lagging and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think my graphics card can handle that. Can handle running Rocket League because you can run Rocket League on a toaster. 1440p, 240 hertz is what I have for Apex and Rocket League. It's great. Yeah, that's kind of my vibe. That's kind of what I want. Like, I'm not really someone, I usually choose frame rate over resolution any day. But that's mostly for like 280. I've noticed that people who get like a 4K screen for 60 hertz. It's like if you're playing like a cinematic single player game, that's probably fine. Like you don't need frame rates. But if you're playing a comp game, frames 100% win games. Like you can't play on 60 hertz and expect to play as well. You got a 5070 Ti? I don't personally, but. My dad works in NVIDIA. I have a 6070. Or do you intend to kind of downcycle your current one to one encoding? Honestly, I'm debating just not selling my 360, like 3060, putting this one in my old PC, get a new hard drive, and then use it as a dual PC setup. I feel like that could be a kind of a cool way, so I could stream anything I want, as well as not have to waste any storage on my recordings. But I don't know if I want to do that yet. Not enough cinematics game, 144 hertz is enough. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, any cinematics games look great in 60 hertz. Honestly, a lot of them look good in 30, because that's really all you need for like good motion, like cinematic motion blur. I've seen a 5070 in a shop near me, and I wanted it bad, although I don't really have to upgrade. Currently using a 4080. Hello, Dusty Sausage. Yeah, I feel like for me, it's like some of these, a lot of graphics cards are overkill. Like, for example, my cousin texted me, because she has two sons. I think now they're like 13 and 15, no. They're like, yeah, 12 and 14 or something. And so they were asking me for PC recs. I'm like, well, what games do they play? And they're like, oh, they play like Roblox. I'm like, well, what else? I'm like, well, that and Minecraft or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, you don't need a disgustingly ridiculous GPU. Like maybe if you want to ray trace or whatever, but like for the most part, yeah, you don't need that expensive a thing. She kept sending me builds of like insanely ridiculously decked out setups with like a 5000 series card, and I'm like, you definitely do not need to spend that much. Like, yeah, if you're willing to, fine, but I know this is out of your budget. And she's just like, okay, well, I guess I got this one. And I got them like a pretty good deal on like a 3070 or something pre-built. So there you go. Mobiles are cheap, so I wouldn't mostly worry about carrying over processor and GPU, obviously. Yep. Oh. I was hoping he wouldn't expect me to lob that. I wanted to pass that. Kind of brave of him to just dive at that. Also, I just ball chased that like a bot. I mean, because I was just curious to see if that guy would actually detect that. PSU is also decent in place. It's going to be a critical failure point. That is true. Not flipping just because I knew that was going to be a save I had to put across the goal, and I didn't really want to rebound it middle. Like that. That might be a goal. Oh, never mind. I don't expect teammate to ricochet that off the backboard like that. I don't boost. Sad. Well, he didn't either. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Nice. As someone who hasn't PC games since Diablo 2. What about Diablo Mobile? I still remember that. I think that might be the single most secondhand cringe gaming announcement I've ever seen. Can anything else beat that, chat? The amount of reaction gifs that came out of that announcement were so funny, though. When they're like, Diablo Mobile, and then a guy in the background just starts like putting his head in his hands and he's shaking it. Like, he's literally doing like the not like this. He just throws his head back and then immediately just gives up. Like, yeah, it's gotta be pretty disappointing. Then again, that's kind of what Bethesda was putting us through for like years. We're like, hey guys, don't worry. Elder Scrolls is coming back with Skyrim remastered, Master Edition, Platinum, you know, like blah, blah, blah edition. And you're just like, can we just stop remastering this game? We've mastered it, you know? Skyrim has officially been mastered. There's no need for further upgrade. I saw someone lurking in the middle, but I don't know if they were actually still there. Legendary anniversary. I made $1 gazillion off that game. I mean, yeah. What's also the problem is that we forget that a lot of those games are really buggy, and people kind of shrug their... I think Bethesda making a buggy game is acceptable when they were like an up-and-coming studio, but nowadays when they release like games like Starfield and 76 in like an inexcusable state of brokenness, it's like, why? You know, like you are very... I know you don't have the numbers, but like you gotta hire more people if you don't have the manpower. It's not like they're barely getting by, you know? They're selling their games for $70 now. They're selling millions of copies. And they are only employing like 200 people, whereas literally any other studio in their entire world is employing like 4 times that. At least at a AAA level. I don't know, the excuse of like, well, it's a Bethesda game, you know? It's gonna come with some bugs. It's like, why? Like, we should expect games to be fairly bug-free at a certain point. Remember when games didn't have updates pushed out to them? You just had to like kind of work out the box. Remember that time, chat? 76 is actually one of the crazy story in gaming. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it really is. I would say No Man's Sky is probably the holy grail of like redeeming your game, you know? It's honestly gotten so good that I've actually been tempted to buy it. And I'm not normally one to play those types of games. Also, one thing that someone told me about Starfield that was kind of surprising. Apparently there's no aliens. So in the entire like outer space adventure with multiple planets in a different galaxy, there's not a single alien. You're just interacting with humans. And I can't imagine like a more boring like space, you know? There's nothing extraterrestrial. Oh my god, no shot, he missed that. Okay. Get Star Wars mods? Yes. Shout out Mike Hooter. Wait, Michael Hooter? I went to high school with that guy. Or are you speaking about your vagina? Nice read for that 50. I try. Ooh, teammate. Oh. I might have taken that away from our teammate. If we lose off that, that's gonna be hilarious. Yeah, they're not doubling that. Okay. As the next console player, I would never recommend a Series X. $100 or 2 more, you can get a PC. I mean, that's kind of where my mind is. I think consoles ultimately are stepping up it a little bit. Like the processor and the modern gen ones are not bad, but yeah, I feel like a PC is getting to the point where like you can build a pretty decent starter PC for like not a lot of money anymore. It's kind of weird how people think like, oh, PCs are all $7,000. Like, no. If you got a kid his first ever gaming PC and it was like a 20 series card or whatever, you could get him that with like 16 gigs of RAM and decent amount of storage and all that for like maybe, I don't know, definitely under 1,000, but like you could be pretty chill with pretty much everything. Oh my god, I can't believe. That's crazy that you guys just stared at that out of the corner. I was really convinced that we had that clear. Starfield, I was like 60 hours in line to myself. I know it's about to get good. I just gotta keep going. Yo, Jesus, I'm not gonna lie. That Nakey Jakey video I watched about Starfield is the perfect, like, it is the perfect video describing my issue with games like that. It's just like generic. There's too many RPGs like that for me. I've tried to get into where I'll play and I'm like, there's just nothing compelling about this type of thing. Because he describes exactly what made Skyrim and like Oblivion and even Fallout like compelling. Is like when you're walking through this fairly empty map, there's always like every like 200, 300 steps or whatever, like something that pops up and you're like, oh, what is that? Oh, it's a cave. Oh, it's a dwarven ruin. Oh, it's a new monster I haven't seen yet. You know, there's always something new to like make you kind of go, huh? But like with Starfield, the whole time I've seen like my friends play it or watched it on streams or videos, it just seems like you're just kind of running around an empty wasteland with absolutely nothing there. And it's like, is that the game? You just do that? And then of course there's all these copers in the comments of those games or videos will be like, well guys, if you landed on a random planet, odds are it would be empty. so this is realistic. I'm not playing a space pirate game for realism. Shut the frick up and give me something entertaining. I want society is on every single planet. Or at the very least, give me a cave, or give me an alien, or give me foliage. Give me something to actually get. Don't just give me a barren rock with nothing on it. That was the worst waste of time of all time, Yes. 60 hours deep in Starfield. That is committed, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I heard that they did my least favorite thing from Skyrim in Starfield, where you can't kill all the NPCs. I always kind of hated that, especially when you guys are doing like the war in Skyrim, and there's like those, even after you win, there's like outposts of the last remnants of the army you just beat or whatever. And then you have these awkward moments where like you go to exterminate the rest of them, and then you get to the general, and this general just goes, and he's just laying on the ground defeated, but you can't actually kill him. And I'm like, this is such a weird thing to put into an RPG, especially because half the time you don't even need that stuff. You need to lock in, go to the stream store and cop Claire Obscure. You know, it's funny, Shaq, just to spite you, I didn't buy Claire Obscure, but I also just spent $20 on a rogue, like. Don't worry, I will play Claire. Might even do it on stream. Might even cosplay for it. 50? To be fair, for a while, No Man's Sky was empty. However, I think the emptiness and quietness combined gave it a sense of existential horror. Yeah, well, that's fine if it's part of the theming rather than just laziness, you know? Wow, you sent 2! That's pretty body. Claire's on Game Pass, that's how I've been playing it. Oh my. Buy it after it gets Game of the Year, well, that's gonna go straight up. Me spending 2 hours trying to kill Ysold. Ysold? Huh? Claire's pretty solidified. I mean, every year there's at least one game that comes out, and I think every developer that had a relatively decent banger game kind of just goes and accepts that they are not gonna win, you know? I feel like that's like when Baldur's Gate got released, I think everyone in advance was like, yeah, that's gonna win. When Elden Ring got released, everyone's like, yeah, it's gonna win. You know, like there's certain years where you know you're just toast. Red Dead 2, yep, Game of the Year. Like absolutely no chance for anyone else. That's not it. R2D2 didn't get Game of the Year? Wait, it didn't? What won? What year was that? I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of lied and assumed. But that's like a game that I think everyone holds up as like a ridiculously good game, you know? So it's like, I just assumed. Yeah, there's certain games I think everyone just kind of gives up. If FromSoft releases a Souls-like, I think it's pretty much done for most other games. But yeah, Claire Obscured is very Baldur's Gate coded in that it's like, this is something we've never seen before. This is so impressive. Honestly though, it's kind of weird that this is their first outing as a dev team. Like, can you imagine the pressure to have to one-up that in your next one? Not even one-up it even, just like match it. Just get even close. God of War, I think. God of War, I mean, I liked God of War, but I don't know if it's that. Well, then again, this is many years ago. This is not the remastered God of War, right? Oh, I just forgot. That's a game I need to beat. I need to beat God of War Ragnarok. I still haven't beaten that. It came with my PS5 and I still haven't played it. And I got that shit like 3 years ago. BG3 definitely not out of the convo for the top games of all time. I mean, that's an A game I never played just because I don't play D&D, but oh. But shame their French, their French. Boop. 131 never played a CRPG or Dungeon Dragon, but usually easy in my top 10 games of all time. Yep. And that's, I think, the main appeal of games like that. I think the danger of playing those games is like, or making those games, is you make it too niche. You make it too central to people who are hardcore D&D or whatever, that it's only going to be appealing to those people. But then, you know, you actually, you know, make a game that's interesting enough that people will be like, oh, let's just try it out. But then the game mechanics and the story and the voice acting is that peak that every single person who plays it is like, damn, that was actually kind of ridiculous. Also, you know, the romance pathways were hardcore when literally half of what I saw in Baldur's Gate was just people trying to like romance certain characters, and they'd be like devastated if they accidentally effed up the romance path or whatever. Same with Mass Effect. There's so many hilarious videos of like a guy making the wrong play and then one of his love interests like rejects him. And they're just going, no! Like screaming at the screen. They're like, oh God, we're not gonna be able to sleep with her now. It's like, dude, that's so funny. Jaden. Thank you for the 5. We're timing someone out for saying...
Tex said the FFA word, please time him out.
FFA word. FIFA? Shadowheart in the white dress, enough said. I remember it was Carlock, I think. Samantha Baert, the voice actress. She's so small. It was really funny to see her voice like the most like buff and strong, like basically demon. Unfortunately, Textra, someone donated for a timeout, so you're gonna be gone for about 5 seconds. I can't believe people play MLB Madden or FIFA when they make them every year and end up free to play shortly after. Well, I mean, they're definitely not free to play a year after, but they are definitely heavily discounted. Like 3/4 through the year, Madden and NFL 25 were basically like 80% off. Pay to win stream. I mean, if you want to ban someone or time some out, yeah, you can definitely do that. Enjoying BF6 beta. Yeah, how is that? I've been seeing a lot of people play it. Granted, a lot of it is also that one streamer who was like a cat girl that everyone thought was hacking or whatever. Which is funny because if anyone's ever watched Symphony play, that he does the exact same thing. He just plays on really high sends and then snaps aim every single time he tries to aim on anything. So it looks like he's like locking in, but it's just because he has got like, you know, a decade and a half of PC play and is just really twisted on it. He used to bait people all the time with that. BF6 is a blast if the map's kind of dookie on Breakout. Sad. From what I've seen, it looks nice and plays clean. It's surprisingly rushing friendly, I feel like. People are moving around like quick. Thought it'd be more tactical. I'm back, Taco. Welcome back, Nolan. Speedrun category, first to sex. Wait, in Baldur's Gate? That's funny. I've seen, have you guys seen that, the Breath of the Wild speedrun? It's first, it's any % sleep with Paya. Because there's a mission in Kakariko Village that Paya has like a quest that you have to fulfill where she's like, oh, I'm scared by something, so you have to like spend the night with me. And so it's just an any % to see how fast you can do that. Got a little too high on that one. Fast on COD side fast, so it feels grounded. I mean, COD motion after a while just got ridiculous. Once they added in sliding, it was kind of jover. Like drop shotting, fine. If you want to do that, you want to dive into an area, that's fine. But the moment they start adding slides and you're doing like the like crouch on crouch, crouch on crouch, like moving around like crazy, like that's when the game just got to a realm of like almost self-parody, you know? And now COD has absolutely zero identity. Like all the skins are like ridiculously over the top. It's like trying to be Fortnite, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I think it's fine to have fun skins. Like COD's always been like 20% goofy, but I don't know, it feels really weird seeing COD stuff. As someone who grew up with it, I'm not like a boomer, like things need to go back to blah, 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 but I don't know, man. Visually, that game is just a mess. Activision needs to start over, or Treyarch, or whoever's turn it is. Mario honestly has a nipple percent. Is that how quick you can get stripped down, or whatever? Hey, ZC, Beavis and Butthead was their only good collab. I mean, yeah, it's kind of funny. Oh. Bro, they added Seth Rogen in the game, and all I could hear is him laughing. If I play PUBG, you think you'd enjoy the F6 in a couple of clips? I feel like PUBG is in its own island, though. Wasn't PUBG originally a DayZ mod? Isn't that like the lore of that game? Yeah, to swim shorts. That's really funny. COD 20%. COD 20% serious, 20% funny, 6% blatant racism. Yeah, that's why I always funny when people are like, "You wouldn't survive a COD lobby," buddy. No one enjoyed COD lobbies. We all just tolerated them. No one enjoyed hearing the guy playing music way too loud, terrible mic, hearing a fan go whoa, 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 in the mic the whole game. Some guy yelling instructions and trying to do comms, but his mic is so ass that it's just like, they're just like, yeah, I got it, buddy. Dylan slays XX. Yeah, no one gets called the Game Award and was like laughing and being like, this is so fun. It's kind of just like, yep, that's COD. And so we're trying to like, and everyone's like freaking rose tinted glasses, the COD era. I'm like, no one enjoyed those lobbies. I don't know. Oh, Headshots was expecting something entirely different, I feel like. Everything you're describing is peak, though. COD lobbies were not peak. They were never peak. I do miss when COD was like arcade, though. Like, I miss low, like a high time to kill, specialist bonus, Moab, and chem strike chasing stuff. You know, I miss COD when it's like that. The moment it went into getting like kill streaks that can get you 300 plus kills, and you're running on the walls, and you turn the corner, it's like you're playing CS, you get lit up in 1 second. It's like the game is just not fun anymore. And I feel like there was a very distinctive moment that I felt the game become a lot more esports centric rather than like arcade shooter centric, and that's when I barely lost interest. Because my friends were still playing it. I had every reason to keep playing COD, but like I was just like, this is just not fun. Activision just doesn't know how to preserve a game. Like they literally, Warzone, the original, like Verdansk or whatever, they had lightning in a bottle. Like that game was electric. Everybody loved it. All the streamers loved it. And then they were like, what if we didn't pay attention at all to the design and appeal of Warzone that people loved, and we changed everything? And then they did. And then every streamer in the world was like, this is horrible, I hate it. And every review of the game is, this is horrible, I hate it. And I'm like, how hard is it to just iterate on what works? Bro, I watched, my most watched streamer 1 year when Warzone was at a peak was Huskers. I was watching Huskers and Aiden so much on Twitch. I barely watch streams, and those were my like 2 most watched channels for like a whole year. It was super fun watching them do like kill race tournaments or whatever. See, the reason I went for that Headshots is because I knew you were gonna whiff. Sad. Thank God. I have Clippy to protest people harvesting my data. Microsoft Clippy? Ooh. That was a smart 50. Arc Raiders? I have no idea what that is. One gun having 200 plus attachments is so annoying. That's kind of goofy. 7 Days to Die is on a generational run right now, which sucks because when I played on console in 2016, it was such a unique survival game. Wait, 7 Days to Die? Is it like remastered or something? I used to play Call of Duty and I was good at it, but every time I died, I would get so mad. I mean, I would get mad too, but I was also a teenager, you know? Try the finals, the best FPS. I have played the finals. My FPS skill is so horrible now. I know part of my hesitation to get back in FPS is just that I feel like I'd have to spend so much time getting back my reactions. Or like just like my thumbs getting used to playing a shooter again. I was good at it, but I died every time I get so mad. Same hockey, oh my God. Stream is lagging. I think your brain's lagging, buddy. Oh, I used to play Call of Duty. It was so good, but every time I die, I get so mad. I could have sworn I just read something like that. It's so fun. I will say, Finals is probably closest to what I thought about like modern gaming would be, like in terms of fully destructible environments. I will say them using AI for the announcers is pretty lame. Like you're telling me you're not making enough money to just hire those voice actors again. Military tactics like useless in the game. No, but that's the thing that I'm talking about, Jeremy. Like, if you want that, you should play a tactical FPS. Like, I would say military stuff is like more realistic in a game like, not realistic, but like there's some games that really prioritize realism, or at least like tactical play, like CS or Rainbow Six. But COD is meant to be arcade. It's not meant to be like, oh, we gotta strategize and do like breaches and gotta blah, blah, blah. Like, it's supposed to be a game that you're kind of, you know, have a lot of freedom in. It's meant to be a little bit looser. At least that's my opinion. All right, we're gonna 50 that, or he doesn't touch it. Tarkov has that. I mean, it's just a more brutal BR. I don't know if it's necessarily realistic, you know? I will say reloading in Tarkov and we just waste all the bullets remaining in your mag. That's pretty realistic. I like that. That's a good feature. Oh, hello. Rainbow Six is just knowing the angles? Well, yeah, but that's what I kind of like. It's like CQC or whatever. Well, I guess not, because you're not fist fighting. Can you punch a guy in Rainbow Six? I didn't expect that third guy to just immediately ready up after the first guy got faked. How many hero shooters with 900 power-ups and abilities? Yeah, I can feel that. The moment BO3 started having heroes and whatnot, or I guess what they were called operators, I started phasing out COD as a game that I wanted to play. I'm like, no, I don't want my characters to be playing against alts. I would rather not a guy ground pound and instantly kill anyone near him, you know? I'm gonna pinch that. From the finals, you can go through walls and do crazy plays. I mean, that's why finals so interesting, is that there's no such thing as like a regular flank. I've been watching some late night streamers playing the finals. It's a game I like watching, kind of like Warzone. It's a game I like watching, but I don't know if I really want to play it that much. Honestly, I wanted to just watch and start playing the finals because they started announcing an esport, and then I realized there's literally no tier 2, so therefore there's no point. Because I guarantee when the finals gets announced, it's just going to be tier 1 CS casters or whatever, and then it's going to be Jover. There's never going to be another esport gig in the entire world. Hmm. 10,000 hours in Gears of War 1? Dang. Yeah, it was such an aggressive play, but I was like, what if? Ron got bumped and still had the perfect read, sad. Horrible touch. Have you heard of Bryce? Bryce XD even? Wow, I love it when Utopia blinds me because it doesn't actually hide the pillars in front of me. Rivals is really fun. Well, Rivals is just Overwatch, so therefore I have no interest in it. And people are like, but it's not. I'm like, well, it's Overwatch coded, which is still something I will never play. So yeah, I understand it's probably better and worse than Overwatch, and therefore different than Overwatch, but I'm also like, I will never play an Overwatch remotely similar. Ooh, I like when you don't go with 80 boost. Ooh, I knew he was gonna take that soft, so I was like, what if I dunk it? You really chill, have a good vibe? Well, I'm glad you think that, even if you're wrong. LeBron? We're gonna 50 that. Nice. We're gonna wave dash and just steal boost. And then we're gonna 50 this again. And you're gonna back pass, and LeBron James is gonna chip it. He's getting one more touch, I'm gonna dish. Just kidding. He didn't have the vision chat. That's all right. I dove in a little earlier. One of you. A little bit of a double quint there. It's fine. Fawn's developed with a guy who creates BF3 and BF4. Really? I didn't know that. That's fine. He beats me, but he doesn't have the double. That's a really solid first touch. I was 7. My parents don't want me to talk to strangers. Fair. Tap. One more. No. What era of Battlefront was Bad Company? You guys remember that? It's a really old one. Was that even connected to mainline Battlefront? Or was that like a separate entity, you know? RT Heat's really scaring me, I'm not gonna lie. I wish more parents had that mindset today. I got invited to a tournament in Kentucky. My grandma was like, absolutely not. Sad. Parents are coming around to esports slowly, or at least like video gaming. I think I had to talk to my cousin about like gaming is not like as bad of a hobby as you think. Like it's very social, you know? Like there's a lot of people who like meet a lot of friends and have like rich, fulfilling interactions on there. Especially as kids, you're not just like sitting in a dark room by yourself. Trying to keep that middle just because I saw Ron cheating up and all 3 of them were moving toward the sideline. Good bounce. Battlefield, maybe Battlefront. Yeah, if I said Battlefront, I meant Battlefield, but... I feel like EA did the easy thing with Star Wars Battlefront, where they mastered the look and sound of the game. Like I will say, Star Wars Battlefront from EA, the original and the second. I mean, they look and sound spec-frickin-tacular, but the gameplay just not it. I also really wish there was a mode where there was no heroes. I kind of hate the idea of like playing well and then all of a sudden a Jedi turns the corner and you're just dead. And you're like, oh, cool. Oh, I was trying to take so much power off that. Just lobbing that up. $50. We gotta be careful here. Yeah, get that boost. Nerd, you can get my boost. Or getting my ball. RT scaring me, dude. This guy is not touching the ball in a way that I would like him to. Why are you moving toward me? Sad. Small survey, how much are you guys willing to play for GTA 6? Well, I'm not gonna play GTA 6, so. I think, however, based on the scale of GTA 6 and how many hours people put in, I think it'd be worth $100. Although I strongly oppose the mere idea of people raising the price. Because the problem is the first game to do it, then every other game does it. It's like the gaming industry is based so much on precedent, it's insane, you know? The first game to go $100 for a regular standard edition is gonna be cooked. There should be like an independent commission for video game developers. Like you have to meet a certain threshold of critical acclaim to be able to warrant that, you know? Nothing breeds a jet to holiday? I don't know that reference. How long we think go in here, chat? That's gotta be game, right? You bumped me? No! No! Okay, we're good. Ooh. Okay, got that. LeBron, you gotta jump. Grab that. Sorry, buddy. Passing. We're just gonna light tap that because RT's there and he's gonna bang! He's gonna bang! Good save. Bang! Bang! Let's go! 7-10. Wow, I was about to say. Why didn't you play GTA 6? I've never played Grand Theft Auto by myself because I've just not. Like, I understand the sandbox, you can do anything type adventure thing. And I played the former GTAs. I've like watched a lot of GTA stuff, and it's just like, yeah, stuff's kind of goofy, but I'm like, I've never found it that interesting to me. Thoughts on MasterCard and companies banning explicit games? Wait, what? I haven't heard about that. But yeah, I'm not gonna buy GTA 6. I'm not really that interested in it. Though I do understand it's one of those like industry defining games whenever they come out with that. Did Cyberpunk ever pick it up? I feel like that game was trying to be like, what if we made a GTA but futuristic? When are they gonna get around to GTA 6 in medieval times, huh? Or GTA 7? Ye old Grand Theft horse. MasterCard and company banning explicit games. I'm not entirely sure what that's referring to. GTA Medieval Times Basic Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's a good point. There's a game in early access or in a development that I've been waiting for forever, and I can't remember the name of it. But essentially, it's like you go back in time as like a hick, basically, in a pickup truck, and you have like shotguns and machine guns and all that, and you're fighting in medieval times. And it's basically like a horde mode where you're fighting for an army, defending a castle, but you have all the modern weapons and they don't. And it looks really insanely goofy. Redneck Fury, Redneck Fury 2, The Reckoning, The Redneckening. If the online's everything at 5, it's not worth 100. Well, also, like, wasn't GTA 5 online like super slow? Like, it was fun, but like it was taking forever. I remember Donkey's whole like video critique of 5 was basically that. He's like, it's insane how in the modern era with 1 billion players online, you try to connect to a game and it's like searching for like 9 minutes straight. And you're like, yeah, I don't know if that's how that should work. And my bad, that was a bad one. Payment promises to serve a company of Karens harassing them and have denied payment on games they don't agree with and forking Steam and company to remove them from the catalog. It's a major backlash from gamers. Wait, hold on. So I don't get how that works. Like, if you're an adult, like if me as a 30-year-old dude wanted to buy an explicit game, people want to say that no, you shouldn't be allowed to do that? Or do they just mean like without age verification or what? Because I could kind of see that perspective, but still. I don't know, it's such a misnomer. Violent games cause violence and make people antisocial. I'm like, no, it really doesn't, dude. Fun fact, Chad, if playing a violent video game turns you into a freaking weirdo, loner, psycho, hey, guess what? You're probably already gonna be that guy. Immortal redneck. You guys think the Doom guy is a redneck? Feels like a guy you'd meet in Appalachia. So a little distinct from the redneck archetype. I was trying to shoot that back post. I was in a Canadian Rocket League last chance qualifiers next year's RLCS championships. Good to hear, Logan. Isn't buying an account illegal? Maybe. Ban games not by their own will, but by requests. I know in Japan, they just do whatever they want. The country known for tentacle porn can do whatever they want. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, you bastard. I was trying to bump that guy. Do you know Dark, the player? Yes. He is Saudi Arabian. I just don't understand how I'd be restricted from buying a game as a full-ass adult with my own money, you know? Like, I understand if they were fighting for stricter, like, regulations or whatever. That's always been a thing that, like, Moms of America or whatever those, like, stupid Karen groups do. My child witnessed digital breasts in a game. Now he's gonna be permanently warped. It's like, well, no, I think he's gonna be fine, buddy. Don't worry. Rocket League Championships in Canada. What do you think? There's a COD Championships? We're going to Kitchener? Get the heck out of here. Oh, I like how 8 just gave up with 100 boost. Anyway, GG's. All right, my other teammate forfeit or abandoned, so we can just leave. You describe Hell Day vs. 2 gameplay? Well, there you go. My son watched stream on their site and heard the word blank 103 times in 7 minutes. That one might be legit though. I mean, that's the thing though, is like the whole point of online interactions are not covered by ESRB is the whole reason they state that. Yeah, you could play Rocket League and never experience anything traumatic, but you could just go online and someone might just type a bad sentence. Like, yeah, that's just how it is, you know? I think it's weird to like assume that games should be restricted because you can experience something bad. Like, I understand maybe it's not an online interaction if it's like, well, you know, you showed a scene in which 2 characters were getting romantic. Okay. Like, genuine question, who cares? How's the bad read? I'm not gonna lie. Thought that was gonna be handled earlier. Thought that Zara was gonna get it, and then when he just flew right by it, I was like, oh, my bad. How's day been going? It's all right, raging assassin. How are you? Wicked club name? I didn't see it. Oh. Yeah. These are the whitest kids you've ever seen in this club, too. Sure. Payment process trying to post moral. Didn't we already go through this with frickin' OnlyFans? Like, someone was like, I can't believe MasterCard and payment processors are associated with filthy material. And then they were like, you know what? Yeah, we're not gonna do that. And then everyone was like, what? No. And then they were like, yeah, you know what? You're right. And then they went back and fixed it. And it was just like, wow, what a waste of everyone's time. It's always been a continual thing that's happening. It's just like it's moral policing. Cool. I wanted to act like I was out and then pop it one more time. Didn't quite work. Ooh. I was gonna critique that, but then I realized he had no boost, so I'm like, eh, happens. Damn, it's crazy you're about to chip that inside, and I read that. And then I bump you. Nice, turtle. God, you're so attractive when you know what I'm trying to do. Why not prepare kids for stuff like bullying? Why try to eradicate something from happening online? It's human nature. What a stupid thing to do. Well, just like, I think at the end of the day, bullying is always going to happen. I think we should aspire as a society to teach kids not to bully, but that's just kind of, I think, kind of a useless endeavor. You know, that's like an ideal thing. We're like, well, ideally in society, we would never bully. Agreed, but like, the odds of that actually happening. I think in general, you do got to do a little bit of both. You got to make places a little bit more hospitable for people to be in, which is, you know, definitely do like anti-bullying type measures in society, but in different spaces. But also, yeah, you do got to teach kids like, hey, you got to like nut up a little. you gotta lock in, buddy. That's also online where you can walk away. Obviously, it's much harder in person when, you know, it's kind of hard to just ignore a bully when they're actively, physically, like harming you or whatever. We're gonna take that on a 50. Nice. You have to play the game to earn the currency. Wow, we are talking about two different things. All right, deflected. Because we don't have to go for it, remember that. Shouldn't have flipped on that. Would have been fine with single jump. Turtle, single jump. Nice save. Yeah, I was kind of waiting for Chorus to go for that. So I was like, I saw him slow down. I'm like, I might just try to near post bang. Touch that. All right, we're gonna, oh. My bad. Also my bad. Don't worry, team, I'll fix it. I'll fix my own problem. Get the boost on Omayushu or whatever. Let's do that corner and rotate straight back. Or just die. Guys who can find a game, cheat like 5 bill. I feel like there's a huge conversation going on in my YouTube chat and I have not read a single minute of it, so I apologize. Wow! You have to play the game to earn the currency. I agree that car costs are all over the place. Shark card and still had more money than you can do in a game like NBA 2K Week 12. Find a guy who cheats like 5 billion money on your account. That's why I blame it. Are we talking about GTA earning money in the game? So get rotated straight back? Yes, that is also a way to think about it. They're gonna put that down actually. Boop. I'm not gonna lie, guys. There was a tweet a while back where they were like, NBA 2K is such a bad game that there's a whole generation of kids that are gonna be warped in their development because they don't have any good basketball games. And I was just like, what? And someone posted this video. It was like, oh, here's like the newest realistic NBA 2K mod for visuals. And I'm not gonna lie, when you froze it, I was like, oh, that does look pretty good. But then when they started playing it, oh my God. Players' feet are just sliding across the floor. You can physically tell every single time an animation starts for a layup or like a fadeaway or something. Like there's like that very awkward, like, you know, like animation thing where they're like in a ready thing and then suddenly just go whoop, and like snap into something rather than like naturally flowing and transitioning. It was really janky. And I'm like, damn, that's a finished product NBA 2K. That's pretty bad. Not gonna lie. So yeah, I don't think NBA 2K should be in any conversation for sports. Because as much as people want to poop on FIFA, at least those games kind of look organic and natural when those players are moving around. Where FIFA falls flat is not necessarily the engine or the playability, it's really just the fact that they don't iterate on that game at all. They literally just like, hey guys, now in career mode, you can sign merch deals. Anyway, see you next year. And it's like, wait, that's it? That's it? Uh-oh. I was trying to see if JB was the last defender, if I can bump him. That was a good pass. Did you try that so-called Rocket League killer rematch? It's not a Rocket League killer because it's not Rocket League. Even a game like Tarkov has a better earning system in GTA 5. It's not a very good game. Oh, I could have stolen that. College basketball games are returning. Are they? I forgot. I think 2K warped my memory. So EA says they're doing college basketball again, and 2K said they were going to, but then they decided like, oh, we're only going to do it as like an add-on to 2K or NBA. So they're going to like add in like 10 different college teams or whatever. Like a side mode, basically. Ooh, well. Hey, Pax Nelson. Amazing 2K makes better CBB games. Personally, I'm going to play EA because they have all the teams. That's what I'm saying. Like it's licensing. That was always EA's advantage. Hey, DOG. Not gonna lie, didn't expect them to move like that. You live on Twitch too? Yep, I'm just trying to get my teammates to forfeit since they have not hit an aerial yet in this game, and I'd rather forfeit. There you go. Let's go companies that try to... hey, guys, I'm gonna ask you to not use that word when describing what they do to your wallet. let's just say abuse your wallet. But also, I don't know, why would Nintendo try to abuse your wallet more than Rockstar? Anything with a microtransaction is the worst example of a game that does that. Nintendo's just expensive because they never discount. Crackle, I can think of this. £5.
Gotta go clean up. Have fun, my dude. Thanks for vibes. Glad to have came across channel. Much
Yeah.
love, brother. Fist emoji.
Fisting. Are you buying battle passes? I never buy battle passes because I'm an Epic partner, so they give it to me for free. I want to play 2K just for the voice acting, as in like the commentators they get. Bro, can you imagine if Madden was able to afford Kevin Harlan calls? Or Gus Johnson. Touchdown! Just freaking losing their mind in the booth and be like, hell yeah, this is the Madden experience I wanted. I'm hard sucking diamond, I don't know how to get out. I mean, you just gotta learn your fast aerial and play off the wall cleaner. Diamond is about just learning to be clean in the air and then learning how to play off the wall better on defense, I would say. Generally. Like, I feel like when you're in GC, it's less about your mechanical ability and more about your decision making. But in Diamond, it's very much your mechanical ability still. Like, you just gotta get more consistent. Oh, okay, didn't think that guy was in line with that. Clean in the air and my defense is good, and yet you're in Diamond, so it's not. So you need to practice. There's always improvement to be made. If you're ever like, yeah, I'm at a good point, I think I'm good, you're not gonna rank up anymore. I wanna see if that guy would turn up field. I'm hard second champ 2. I'm trying to get GC. Do you have any tips? I mean, if you're C2, you gotta focus just on small stuff. Get to C3 first, and then stay there. If you're C2, you're probably still working on your air dribble, or at least keeping the ball close. Stop throwing the ball away every single time. Really depends on your game mode that you're talking about as well. That's a little wide. Like right now, I'm not necessarily playing the way I normally would, but I'm also playing at a lower rank, so I gotta kind of adjust. Not gonna lie, I didn't think he would get that flick. That was the only time I've ever seen that guy actually pull off a decent touch, and it's because he perfectly hit that flick to the back post. Sad. I can guarantee you flicks are probably not what you need to improve on most. Aerials, 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 aerials. There's always aerials. The answer anytime you're below GC3 is aerials. Or maybe not GC3, but anytime below GC2, I would say you're not aerialing well enough. Ooh, what a waste of my time. I don't know what the heck that was, but Turtle 100 boost, we get beyond it and back pass it. Big sad. I think people will call games bad because of online experiences. I mean, I could believe that. Hello, S5 Cosmic. How you doing? When does the Ole Miss semester start? What do you work on to be at GC? In my opinion, every single time I've ever coached a champ, The biggest issue is that one, you just hit the ball away every single time, but also like just learning how to do this consistently. Just tap the ball off the backboard or something and just stay close to it. Don't even need to air dribble it all the way across. Just learn how to like hit the ball up and just stay close. Once you learn how to do that, then you can start experimenting and get like better, you know, at like being able to like chip the ball and then add like a flip in, you know, extend the ball. It opens up the field a lot more. I feel like champ play is just hitting the ball fast and hitting it hard across the field over and over again and never slowing it down, never taking control. On top of the fact that I'm not convinced you guys are fast airling all the time. A lot of you guys think you're fast airling and you're not. Whoever asked what rank I'm at, I'm up pretty low right now in 3s because we're goofing too much. We're GC2. Does it apply for console? It will always apply for both. Almost starts on the 25th. You're getting there, buddy. How you enjoying Mississippi? But try to queue some 2s as well. What have I told you? I'm not locked yet? Oh! Cosmic getting offers, buddy? Bro, the leaks right now are insane. What should I work on? Bro, if you're diamond, you need to work on your aerial. Go to free play. Go to settings. In trainings, turn off unlimited boost. With 100 boost, you should be able to stand still, jump up to the ceiling, touch the ceiling, land, and then do that same thing again. And if you have to use more than one full tank of boost, then you're not taking off correctly and you're not airling, fast airling correctly. That's the test I tell everyone to do, and then they usually come back in and be like, oh yeah, that is kind of hard. I'm like, yeah, it should be, but it is. Because a lot of you guys just think a fast air is jumping twice, but it's not. That's why at lower ranks. Hell, I coached a GC1 that didn't know how to fast air technically. Because they just get into a habit of stuff, you know? Ooh. It's boosting while jumping. Well, you jump and lean back and briefly let go of your jump. And then, or let go of your left stick and then jump, you know? Like it's not jumping twice. It's just you guys are doing jump and then lean back, and that's where you guys goof it up. And a lot of you guys think that you've already mastered that. Like, oh, I know how to do that. I already know that I need to do that. But then when you actually, I watch you guys replay, I notice a lot of you guys aren't taking off properly, and it's because you guys think you're doing something, and then it turns out you goofed it. Oof, wow, I completely misjudged that approach. Nice, 7. No, I know that I know how to fast air, and yet I believe you don't because you wouldn't be diamond. If you know how to do that, then you need to work on your actual reads. Doing something like All Kinds of Shots by Jaguar, it's a great pack for custom training. That should be something that you're able to like adjust your car and be able to actually hit correctly. Because knowing how to aerial is half it, the other half is how you set up your shots, you know? Like a proper aerial doesn't really mean anything if you're not positioned properly or if you're using way too much boost. Part of the reason of learning how to fast aerial properly is because it teaches you, oh, I actually only need like 30 boost to touch that. You don't need to constantly be grabbing hundreds or whatever, you know? How do I get out of gold in 1v1s? I think be conscious, first of all. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what that rank is commensurate to, probably like high plat. In other game modes, at least. All Kinds of Shots by Jaguar. Yep, good pack. Might be my goat pack. Oh, No. Well, one's is about not being overeager. Other game modes, I think, kind of teach you to, like, spaz out and just go for everything. Can you please send code? Or you could Google it. It's a very popular pack, believe me. Like, if I am in main menu and I remember, I will try to send it, but you can definitely Google it faster than I'll be able to get that to you. That's a weird one. You went really low. You threw that away immediately. I didn't think you'd get that high. Pinch! Aw. Have it? Excellent. It's fine, pretty wide. Oh, close one. How many players in your rank? I have no idea what that means. How do you deal with two people going for the ball and both backing off from each other at the same time? You mean threes? I mean, that's just a classic thing. That's funny. He asked for fake, and then they also faked it. All right, we're just gonna say boost. Thumb out of the way. Evan's gonna give away that clear, but that's fine. Oh, wow, that guy took way too long. That's funny. How do I get out of gold? Learn how to power shot and learn how to do a basic aerial. That goes hard suck GC. I mean, lately. We've been SL plenty of times. I think the thing is, for me, a hard suck player doesn't know why they're stuck down here. I know exactly why I'm stuck down here. Especially in threes. Threes is literally like, you cannot solo queue that game mode. People are actively the stupidest players I've ever seen in my life. Doesn't mean it's impossible to rank up, but it is horrible. Twos is like, half the time whenever I'm losing in twos, it's just because I'm playing players that are just simply cleaner in this game mode than I am. So you just know how to improve, you know? But I've also never tried to grind for SL in twos specifically, so. What rank do you need to learn how to speed flip? I mean, you can learn at any rank. It's good to practice. I don't know if it's necessarily a need to learn until like much later. Would grinding ones help you? I think ones is good at teaching a mentality of like how to control your patience and like how to read a game. Manage boost, all that, get clean touches. But I don't know if necessarily it'd make you a better player automatically. I would trust someone who's like a ones main over someone who's like a twos main in terms of how good they are though. In terms of individual control. Oh, did not wrap that. I've got shit running down both legs. Yo, he's just like me. That was a super greedy touch. Ooh, I just saw he was out of goal. I was like, if I hit it on target, it's a goal. I'm chasing a little bit, but Evan, I think, understood that. Evan's a fun teammate. I think he's kind of watching what I'm doing and reacting to it rather than just assuming he should take command and try to do everything. Oh. Oh, not sure what I was going for there. Let's just say something else. Nice, good flick, Evan. Good control, Evan. How many players are at your rank? I don't know. Do you guys know that off the top of your head for your rank? I mean, definitely a lot fewer. It's the second highest rank in the game. Nice. See if it isn't necessary until champ leaders real speed flip up beat just drive and flipping the ball 90%. I'm not doing speed flip correctly. I think that's a good way to phrase it, yeah. Most people who are like, I'm speed flipping are just diagonal flipping. Once you play someone who actually realistically speed flips, you'll understand why it's necessary, but that's not gonna be way later. I like how I play it smart. You sure about that, buddy? Oh. Trying to speed that up. I saw him pause. Aw. That's a tough one. I was trying to force him to flick, but Evan was not quite prepared for that one. Could have worked. Play along with your teammate, not like you're alone. Try to. We're playing with a really good teammate in Evan right now. Well, we're not partied, but we've got him 2 games in a row, and he's solid. I like how he plays. Oh, I tried to pass that low to him. You should get a quad reset pogo tap. You get that? Man, Freedy, that joke was even funnier this 4th time. Bang. Easy, open it. Hey, Colin. Hey, man, you're a massive favorite streamer. Can you shout out my grandmother who recently got hit by a garbage truck? Nah, I only shout out grandmothers who are agile enough to avoid the garbage truck. I try and speed flip too fast. I just flip backwards on kickoffs. I don't think you're speed flipping at all. I think you're trying to cancel the flip before you even flip it. If you're back flipping, means you're not pressing forward. You know? I can't believe that worked out. That's crazy. Tech, how to get out of gold? I already answered that. Learn how to power shot and learn how to do a basic aerial. That's like all you need to do. Shout out to plants in my driveway. Yo, shout out to my weeds. How to get out of champ. Learn how to play off the wall. So learn how to touch a ball off the wall on your backboard and keep it close. Don't just throw it away every single time. It's kind of the skill set I see champs lack the most. Also the mentality of you don't have to be a hero. So many champ and diamond players learn how to aerial and suddenly they're like, well, I should probably aerial every ball that comes even remotely close to my car, right? And it's like, no. You should choose your moment to jump for it. Oh, you've been owned, unfortunately. Bro, he was just read like the textbooks in school that I definitely read. I'm so literate. I'm the best champ freestyle. I think I can beat an SSL. He's saying, come on, buddy. If you're still trying to get champ and you're thinking you can be an SSL just because you can freestyle, I don't know about that, bucko. Oh. It's fine. I was like, yeah, he's not getting that on target. Just trying to keep that outside. We're gonna land an insta-chow this. There we go. Good save, Evan. He's doing great boost preservation right now. There we go, game over. Oh, he kept that high, I don't like that. Ha! The 0-second stat patter. Look at him go. Yeah, shout out Evan, by the way. Great teammate the past 2 games. What's the best but simplest way to gain speed? I mean, I'm not gonna give you the joke answer. I would say just wave dash. So if you're like, you know, recovering like this, like being able to just do that real quick can get you supersonic way faster. What's your boost bind? R1. This game's still awesome, isn't bro? Simple man. I'm sorry, what? What did you just put in my chat? Oh, anxiety, you're really fat. Stole my mid boost and my corner. It's gonna get an early flick. I wasn't sure how aggressive anxiety wanted to be on that. That's crazy that you chased me that hard and then you got the bump and the recovery and then you're gonna get scored on because you doubled. Bang. Aw. Sane's he's a cocky player. What can I say? Close one. Reset. I like the 50. Pass? Oh, he rotate back. That's fair. Yeah, we'll get out on that. Don't tacos are supposed to be washed? Yeah, it's like those people who like wash their chicken before putting it in an oven at like 400 degrees. You gotta clean it, do you? Dark is my trainee, I knew it. How old is Dark? Is he eligible for RLCS yet, or is he still like 4? Train him young in Saudi Arabia. Nice. He's 14? Ah, interesting. Can you hit a zap dash? That's actually low-key one thing I've never practiced, but it would definitely be very helpful to get good at. Gotta get rid of that bacteria that can survive the inferno of my cast iron pan. Surely room temperature water will do it. Yep. Whatever makes you happy, Taco. Wouldn't recommend it though. Free, I think you're getting rage baited. Oh. That's crazy anxiety, survive that. Ooh, a little bit more boost, that's top corner. Ooh, let's see if you would try to play that angle. I saw Weasel go out wide. I was like, if I just put that on target, is that in? It was not. That was really aggressive, but I knew anxiety was taking it slow, so figured it's fine. Oh no, teammate! I was gonna pass to you on the outlet. I didn't realize he stopped. Yeah, we're just gonna wave dash the light touch. Trying to do something real creative on that one. Kind of waste our possession. Then it's crazy anxiety. It's almost like you're gonna flick that too high. Teammate almost took too much time. Can you knock that in middle, teammate? I like the idea there. That went right through the corner of my car, I swear. Hold on, I gotta say that again. I didn't even ghost touch that. I don't know, man. David's probably nervous playing the data taco. I don't know about that. No, his teammate's solid. He's a little bit more passive than I like, but I don't mind that. I'd rather a teammate be a bit more passive than over aggressive. It's really frustrating to play with a teammate who just does not care what you're doing and they just chase the ball around. Close one. I'm gonna try to win that, slow it down. It's not a double. Excellent, pass it across. Excellent. Oh man, halfway through I changed my mind on what I wanted to do. Ooh, good bump. Weasel, oh, I wanted you to, I wanted him to try to, what's it called? The psych of that. Yes. My king, get the boost. Aw. We're gonna try to early flick that. Not early enough, it's fine. Anxiety can't score that. Zero-second own goal that would actually been pretty lit, not gonna lie. I'm genuinely not sure what Weasel was flipping at, but it's fine. Oh, it's over. Oh, he missed! Wait, legendary throw? Slowed down too much. All right. Ooh, the in and out, okay. Be 0-second own goal. Sounds like a guy no. Beef. Talking about chief beef? Sorry, my teammate. A little overly aggressive for no reason. And yet, look at the 50. No! Down's crazy. He's gonna get dunked. Oh. Yeah, not gonna lie, I didn't think that guy would just throw it away. And I also thought teammate was... he missed the corner. Okay, well, unfortunate. that was a lame way to lose, not gonna lie. I thought teammate's recovery was a little bit faster than that, but I should have anticipated that guy might just cut it as hard as possible. Never actually watched other people play this game. I was building my own play styles and they're not great. I mean, maybe. That brick, though, is pretty rough, though. He had it. That wide open goal. All he got to do is just put it on target. But you know what? Pressure makes diamonds. It also clenches buttholes. Next to you is exactly 2.5. Fair enough. Open its ours mech. Yep. Does that mean that clench buttholes make diamonds? I mean, that's just science. Oh, not gonna lie, that was not the bounce I thought. All right, a little bit easier on that one. The other guy on the team just goes, GG's, this is raps. He gave up 19 seconds in? Really, that's it? Okay, well, I don't know. I give up early some games, but like, but it's 19 seconds. That's a really good pinch. That's, I'm not gonna lie, I was very trusting my teammate. I rotated unnecessarily wide on that. The teammate was also trying to slow play that one. I'm like, buddy, if you got someone in your face, you just gotta flick it over him. Especially on an air dribble off the ceiling, there's so many things that can go wrong in that scenario, you know? Taco, help this bet. What bet? I refuse to engage in sports gambling with you degenerates. Terrible finish, low-key, but whatever. Not gonna lie, Atticus is rightfully angry at his teammate. His teammate has not cleared a single ball. We're free betting on this. Over under 4.5 goals. Like, collectively or just for my team? Oh, meant to do something else with it. My bad. All right, I'm goofing a little. Just new boot goofing. Cool ball. Yeah, same. It's the default one. You unlock it by installing the game. Ooh, buddy. That was an elite bump. Timo was about to backflip flick that, and right as he got to the ball, the guy recovering bumped him. Timing that could not have been better. Speaking of timing. Dude, this guy is abysmal. He has not hit a single target. What a save. I saw teammate cheating up because he had a decent number of boosts. Oh, that's off post. That's fine. That's... Oh, it's not fine. Game looks faster and more advanced diamond game. Bro, low-key, GC2 and GC3 are basically like that in all game modes. It does not look like a actual... This is GC3. This is literally like second highest rank of the game, hilariously. But it is not organized. Zabra's pretty bad. My teammate is like selectively like freaking out on stuff, and I'm not really sure why. He's going like super early for aerials and taking like weird angles, and it's like, you don't have to do that. Like, I don't like how he's driving past the angle on that last one. Oh my god, great pass. Not gonna lie, didn't think he had the boost to even go for that. I don't respect Zabra as a player, so that's kind of why. God, such a heavy touch, and he was so ready for that. Well, my bad. All right, Chad, if we lose this one, we're going to bed, because this team is pretty abysmal that we're playing, so we should not be losing this. You took my mid and the corner? Question mark? Yeah, I don't know. Teammate's just a little too passive for me. I'm getting a little anxious on a lot of these plays. All right, teammate, all you gotta do is not get air dribbled on this, all right? Nice. No, Atticus, you're not allowed to actually control the ball. You have to throw it away every time. Oh, no. You didn't realize I missed that? I'm throwing, dude. That's crazy. That plan would have been fine if I actually grabbed that boost. Because then I could have actually immediately challenged that and 50'd him. Like, it wasn't a great first touch, but it would have been fine. You grabbed it in the replay. Yeah, I know. Very fun. Hello? I'm high, dude. Wow, we're about to lose to a C1. Straight up. Ooh, I too would rotate all the way to the back corner instead of grabbing pad and stay middle. Holy shit, that's embarrassing. All right, good night, everybody.